What's up, guys? This gonna be my last video for today. I got a message from a girl who says that she could be going through the same thing I am, and she wanted to know how I was diagnosed. That's my dog. This is how I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. June 19th. We'll start at the beginning. June 19th, I graduated from college. Okay. Graduation, whatever, party, whatever. Now, a couple of days before, no, maybe like a week before graduation, which was on June 19th, I realized that, that my stomach was swelling a little bit. So I figured, I was like, I'm imagining things, it can't be swelling. Because who has stomach swelling, and you can't figure it out. So, and once you buy a graduation dress, you're constantly trying it on, this week, next week, all up until the week of graduation. So I was trying on. I was like, my dress is so getting tighter and tighter. And I knew I wasn't gaining any weight, so I figured it's because of my stomach swelling. So, the day of, graduation, the day before graduation, I had went and bought, the stomach slimmer so I could be, slim trim and, smooth out all the bumps and humps, or whatever. So, June 19th, the day I put on the dress, I put on my stomach slimmer, and I realized that it really wasn't, smoothing me out. And I was like, why is it smoothing me out? Because all the days I tried on before this, it was fine. So I was like, oh my God, my stomach's swelling. So the whole ride over to graduation, I'm like telling my brother, since I was like, y'all, I think my stomach's swelling. I was like, nah, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. Your stomach ain't swelling, don't worry about it. So I had to watch my dog, y'all. She a puppy, and if I don't look, she been tore up everything. Anyway, then. Okay, graduation, whatever, next day. The day after graduation, the 20th, me and my mom was going to Walmart that morning, and I was putting on my clothes, and I, put on, that's my dog, I'm pretty sure. And I was putting on my clothes, and I was like, my stomach is swelling, and, it's swollen. So I went and showed Mom, I was like, Mom, check this out, 'cause my mom is a pediatric nurse. So I was like, Mom, check this out. I believe my stomach's swelling. She was like, oh my God, it is swollen. So she was like, let's go to the urgent care instead of, going shopping. So we went to the urgent care and we was there forever. And finally, when I saw the doctor, she asked me, what had been my symptoms, over the couple of days. I was like, well, my stomach is swelling. It's way swollen than it, my stomach has never swelled before, so I didn't know what was going on. And then I also heard that I was, urinating frequently, because I'm medical student, medical student, so, you kind of know when things are different once you done study, stuff in school, whatever. So I was like, I'm urinating frequently, my stomach is swelling, my back is killing me. My back was killing me. I couldn't even, my stomach was swelling so bad, I couldn't even sleep on my stomach, and I used to sleep on my stomach. I had to sleep, on my back, and I can't even do it. So, once, she did all that, she was like, well, maybe you're diabetic, because my daddy was a real bad diabetic. So, I got tested today, she pricked the finger or whatever, and come out, my sugar is normal, so I can't be a diabetic. So then she asked me, about my time of the month, periods and everything. I told her, I was like, they've never really been regular, so when I don't get one in, 2 months, I really don't pay any attention, because, I have a period in January, and I don't get one till March. But I've went to the doctor before about that, and she told me, it's just because I'm a little chunkier than, usual, and that's why it's not regulated. Okay, so that was fine. So I figured that's what was going on. And she told me, she did a female exam, checked my cervix while I was in the room, because I've never had that done before, but once. And she said that she and also I was bleeding like it was my time of the month. I was bleeding like I can't go nowhere because I need to stay at the house. Period, or whatever. And she checked me, and she said that the blood was not coming from, where your period blood come from. It wasn't coming from there, so that I need to go check with the, I might have a cyst on my ovaries that I need to get removed. And all cysts are not cancerous or anything like that. Some cysts are endometriosis. They're just cysts that grow in your ovaries that you need to have removed. But they're not all cancerous. Okay. So she sent me to a cancer doctor just to make sure that the ovaries, the cyst on my ovaries that I had was not cancerous, so we can, like, get that out the way and then just, go about removing the, non-cancerous, mass. Okay, so I went and got an ultrasound done. I hope it's not running into 2 videos. I went and got an ultrasound done, and it turns out I had a cyst on my right ovary about the size of a football. So, football, about this big. Cyst on my ovary about this big. So then I got scared. I was like, oh my God, but she was like, don't worry about it, it might not be cancer, don't pay attention. So then I was scheduled to see an oncologist. So I went and saw an oncologist. Turns out it was cancerous. The whole mass was cancerous or whatever, and I need to have it removed immediately. So I went to see him like on a Wednesday, and turns out I should have had surgery on that Saturday, but it was a holiday. So I had to have surgery that next Saturday, which is fine because, I was in pain, but I wasn't in that much pain. So I had my surgery, and they removed one of my ovaries and a fallopian tube or whatever. I still can have kids. Might be a little hard to have some, but still can have kids. Okay. And once the oncologist, once the oncologist turned my ovary over to the pathologist, found out I had like 3 different cancers within that one big football size, mass. Okay. Tumor on my ovary. So then I had to have after all that I had to heal. So I was in the hospital from surgery for like 4 days. Roughest 4 days in my life. I thought I was gonna die. The roughest 4 days forever. Got to come home, and then maybe a week after that, maybe like 2 weeks after that, I started chemotherapy. I started chemotherapy at the end of June till October. I was in chemo that long every day. Every day I was at chemo. Every morning I was there. Actually I turned 21 in the chemo room. They threw me a little party or whatever. I turned 21 there, so that was fine or whatever. Move on. Let's pass. Move on. So, and then in October I went to the doctor, and he let me know that I was cancer free, so there was no more cancer. But before I went to the doctor in October, you know how you have those exams just to make sure everything's still running good. He saw that I have some more cysts growing on my other ovary that are not cancerous yet, and not sure if they're going to be cancerous, but they're not cancerous as we speak, as of today. So that's fine, but I have noticed, it's like once you get cancer, it's like you're kind of paranoid. You're kind of paranoid about, it's like the first time I had cancer, it was like I was urinating so frequently, I was going like every 5 minutes. So now it's like when I go to the bathroom, I'm like, I'll do that. I like count. I'm like, okay, there's been about 3 times today. There's been about 4 times today. Like, is this frequently enough for me to go, go get checked out again? And then I kind of noticed that my stomach is swelling a little bit on my left side, which I still have my ovary on my left side, but I'm not sure if it's from the other cyst that's going, or it's just my imagination. Because I'm telling you, once you get cancer of any kind, you're like paranoid about everything. I'm paranoid about everything. So I'm cancer free as we speak, and I don't go back to the doctor until March. So I'm due back to oncologist in March, and I have some blood work in between here and now and then. So I'm doing good right now. I just joined the gym, trying to work off these pounds, because from being chemo from June to October, you gain so much weight, it's crazy. I gained so much weight. I know some people lose weight, but I gained so much weight, it's crazy. So and I remember me like taking all these, getting injected with all these fluids. I go home like tonight and I gained 5 pounds overnight just from the fluids, because they weighed me the next day. So I'm going to the gym, trying to get it all together. I'm trying not to worry about it, period. And I'm trying not to like go to the doctor any earlier than March, because I'm just tired of going. I've been going from June to October. I'm tired of going. So right now I'm doing okay. Chemo has some up and downs. Chemo can lower your blood cells really low. Chemo lowered my blood cells so low that I was on the way to chemo one morning to get just some fluids, and I passed out before I could even get there. Like, scared my brother to death. Mom come home, she like tripping. So I passed out then I had to be admitted. I had to get a blood transfusion and all of that. So chemo comes with a lot of stuff, but if anybody else is going through the same thing and they have any questions, or you're about to go through and you have any questions, ask me. I'll try my best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll search the internet for you to answer them. But if you have any questions, let me know. And that is my ovarian cancer story. Okay? Bye, guys. Peace.